NHL free agent signing period, day one recap. I'll tell you about the deals I felt were worth reporting to you from day one of the free agent signing period, and that's all right here at Talking Habs with me, Rick, the #1 Habs channel dedicated to the Habs and all things hockey. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell somewhere around here, and that'll notify you of all my videos as they come out, and leave any comments that you may have in the comments section below. So now, before I give you the people who are signed, here's a list of the unsigned notables as of this writing and as of after day one, and what they may be doing if they don't get contracts. So Marcus Johansson was not signed. Jake Gardiner is still not signed, but apparently he wants to be like his great uncle Chauncey and watch a lot of TV. Ben Hutton is unsigned, but he may join his grandfather EF in business. Michael Furland, unsigned. He could be had for a bargain, possibly. Michael Furland. I wouldn't mind seeing the Habs try to sign him. Ryan Dzingel, apparently maybe a little bit overrated. Also, his name sounds like a slang word for his penis. Ben Sherratt. Patrick Maroon. He said if no contract offer, he'll join the band Maroon 5, changing it to Maroon 6. And he's also tired of being yelled at by Bugs Bunny. Brian Boyle will join his cousin Charles at the 9-9. Derek Brassard and Jason Palmaville. Okay, so the ones that were signed that I thought were notable enough to mention, of course, there's some big ones here. So Edmonton gets Mike Smith. 1 year, $2 million. A good deal, short term and low money, and Smith can still play half the games, about 40 games, if you need him to. Dallas signed Joe Pavelski. 3 years, $21 million. It's a little more money than I thought he'd get. He wanted 3 years, and apparently only Dallas was offering that much term. Again, Dallas, Corey Perry, 1 year, $1.5 million. I'm glad it's not Montreal. But at 1 year, it's okay, but slightly higher than I would have given him. It's pretty much why is it not glad it's not Montreal at that price. Less, okay, Montreal could sign him, but I don't think he'd be in their plans anyway. Nashville gets Matt Duchene for 7 years at $56 million. Again, I'm happy it's not Montreal. Too much dollars, too long a term in my opinion, and I'm probably in the minority on that, but anyways, that's my opinion. New York Islanders get goaltender Semyon Varlamov, 4 years, no dollars released. Apparently Lou Lamoriello hates to release those things, but it will come out once the NHL processes it. Term is surprising. It was a healthy benching, I don't know what word to use, for a lot of the end of last season for the Avs. But maybe he just needs new surroundings. The Senators get Tyler Ennis for 1 year at $800,000. Good value, even though he was a Leaf last year. Fourth liner who can give you some offense. Ron Hainsey, 1 year, $3.5 million. Surprised he went to Ottawa. Probably the only offer he got at his age. Tampa Bay, Luke Shen, 1 year, $700,000. A helpful player. I think he's a defenseman. Helpful player, good term in dollars. Toronto, Jason Spezza. Not my favorite player for some reason. 1 year, $700,000. But you can't go wrong at that term and money, that's for sure. If he's no good, just cut him and move on. Vancouver, Tyler Meyers, 5 years, $30 million. He's a bit of a risk, I guess, because of his age. But Meyers is a pretty good defenseman, and the term and dollars aren't too bad. And it's what he was expected to get, and it's not a huge raise over what he was getting last year. Vancouver again, Jordy Ben, 2 years, $4 million. For Vancouver, it's an okay deal. He's still a pretty good third pairing guy. Montreal might end up regretting not keeping him if they don't get another left side defenseman. Florida gets Brett Connolly, 4 years, $13 million. It's a good move for Florida. He can help up front, plays the power play, useful player. Maybe a little high money-wise, but I mean, I don't think so. But Florida's got the money. The Wild get Matt Zuccarello, 5 years, $30 million. Good player, good term. I think it's just a little bit high dollars-wise, but it's livable. But is it the right term and fit for him? I mean, it's a good term for Matt Zuccarello, but for the Wild, anyway, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say term, because it is good. 5 years is pretty good. But is it the right fit in Minnesota? That's really what I'm asking. Badly said, but that's what I'm asking. The Avs get Jonas Donskoi, 4 years, $15.6 million. He's coming off a bad season. I'm a little surprised, but if Donskoi bounces back next season, then it's a really good move at that term and money. Edmonton gets Marcus Granlund, 1 year, $1.3 million. Apparently didn't have a great season last year in Vancouver. Will need to bounce back from an off season, but for the term in dollars, you can't really lose too much. And he may help in Edmonton, you don't know. McDavid might help him get this scoring back. Florida, Sergei Bobrovsky, goaltender, 7 years, $70 million. Expected to happen at exactly the term and money, and it did. Good goalie will help Florida win again. Calgary, Cam Talbot, 1 year, $2.75 million. Good term in dollars. If he plays well, extend his contract. Florida, Anton Strawman, 3 years, $16.5 million. Florida has cap space, so that money's not a problem. But I think a little bit too much on the dollars. Panthers, though, they need defensemen. New York Rangers, Artemi Panarin, 7 years, $81.5 million. I got 4 things to say to them. 3 of them are too much money, too much money, too much money. It's just too much money. Even though he's a great player. Tampa Bay, Curtis McElhinney, 2 years, $2.6 million. I'm surprised Carolina couldn't or wouldn't sign him to a contract like that. Not a lot of money, not a lot of term. He did really good for them. I don't know why they'd want to break up that tandem of him and Mrazek. Unless it's something we don't know about behind the scenes, right? Montreal gets Keith Kincaid, 1 year, $1.75 million. He's a decent backup, can fill in if price goes down for short periods. 1 year, 1.75, can't hurt you too badly. Florida gets Neil Acciari, 3 years, $5.1 million. Apparently Boston probably wouldn't have paid that much money, but Florida has the cap space. And he's a good defenseman, and it was a good deal, apparently. I didn't know much about him because he's a Bruin, but it seems like it was a good deal. Detroit, Valtteri Filppula, 2 years, $6 million. Returning to Detroit, had a decent season last year. Term and money are good. Columbus gets Gustav Nyquist, 4 years, $22 million. Good player, good contract, but Columbus lost so much talent. How much can this make up for that? They've got a long way to go to get back anything close to what they lost. But it's not a knock on him. Edmonton gets re-signs Alex Chiasson, 2 years, $4.3 million. So the Oilers re-sign Chiasson. Say that 5 times fast. But it doesn't move the bar either way, I don't think, for them. Just whatever. The Avalanche signed Pierre Edouard Bellmare, 2 years, $3.6 million. A bit high on the dollars, and Vegas might regret breaking up the Misfits. The team may not be as unified and close next year. Yeah. New Jersey signs Wayne Simons, 1 year, $5 million. Will help New Jersey turn things around, that's for sure. Could play with Jack Hughes. If things go well, extend for a couple more years. It's just a little high on the dollars. Just a little high on the dollars, considering he didn't have a great season last year. But if he's reinvigorated over in New Jersey, could be a really good pickup, even though it's a little bit high on the dollars. Jets re-signed Nathan Beaulieu, 1 year, $1 million. There was no qualifying offer, but he re-signs as a UFA for 1 year and better dollars for the Jets. Vegas Golden Knights, Brandon Pierre, 2 years, $1.55 million. A surprising signing. I thought Gerard Gallant didn't like him. But it's good term and good money, and he had some scoring promise last year, I remember. New York Islanders, Anders Lee, 7 years, $49 million. When Panarin wasn't signing, Islanders circled back to Lee. Term and money are okay, but a little more than $6 million would be better, in my opinion. Right around the $6 million mark, in my opinion. Chicago, Robin Lehner, 1 year, $5 million. Another surprising one. Turned down 2 years, $10 million from the Islanders. So surprising he signed for half term in dollars. And Carolina, Peter Mrazek, 2 years, $6.75 million. That's a good move. Mrazek is a very capable goalie. The term and money are also good. So those are the signed free agents that I thought was worth passing on. And yeah, I guess that's it. So thanks for watching this video. I'm sure it's a little bit long. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell down there. And leave any comments in the comment section below. Check out these 2 videos that I'm going to put over there. And guess what? That's it. Have a Blue Bar Rouge day from Talking Habs and me, Rick. Go Habs, go! Bye, y'all.